Rememorex. The arcade got some new games, Maddie got a high score, Donna had a run-in, and Eisley called DJ Battle Beast. But one question remains. Will the gang be able to save up enough tickets to get that strange toy that looks like the man at the video shop? I guess we'll find out next time on Rememorex.
It is early evening in Clearfield, Delaware. The sun is starting to dip below the trees. It's October. Sun's coming down a little bit earlier than it did in the summer. And Maddie Ramos and Rader Hanson are approaching the Lake Madeleine Environmental Center on their bikes.
I think we picked the right night to do this.
Yeah.
It's a little quiet. There's not, but there's birds. There's a beautiful sort of soft pinkish orange haze over the water. The reeds are swaying ever so slightly in the wind.
What kind of snacks did they have at the that would be takeable at the arcade? Nachos.
You take the nachos in a bag.
No, I would not take. No, but
take a little
would not take a little because I would have put it in my backpack.
Oh, to put in your backpack?
Yeah.
Bags of chips, I would imagine.
Yeah, I think you both. Yeah, you got like 2 bags of Fritos and 2 cans of Mr. Pibb. No, Dr. Pepper. I don't know if Mr. Pibb was a thing yet.
It was.
They call him Mr. Pibb. So, do you want to sit by the lake before we go in and have these chips and Dr. Pepper?
It sounds nice. Yeah. Yeah, let's find a spot.
Raider,
Yes.
what are your 3 stats?
I have scrubby nerd herder, disgraced Boy Scout, and highway to the danger zone.
Active disgraced Boy Scout.
Ooh, that's a 1 die.
Oh!
One.
on one.
Super fail.
Shit on the rats.
I'm disgraced.
I'm disgraced.
You know of a way that you can climb up onto the roof of the environmental center and get a perfect view of the sunset over Lake Madeleine.
Maddie, I think I have a plan.
Okay.
Follow me.
Okay.
So I head over to sort of, I guess, how far are we from the actual center?
The environmental center is a small, low, flat building with 2 trailers that were attached to it in the late 70s that have been there since then and are sort of part of the building now. But if you go around the main part of the actual building, there's a ladder in the back that you can use to climb up.
Okay. I think this is going to be something to remember. Do you trust me?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, come over here. So I kind of make my way over to the ladder. You go first.
Okay. I'll start climbing up the ladder.
All right. You make your way up to the top. What are your 3 stats?
Hereditary Brain, Spelling Bee Champion, and Check-in Mate.
Passive hereditary brain. Six. You are momentarily stunned. It is just incredible, the view up here. You can see all of the tops of the trees. It's sort of an angle you've never seen on the lake before. You can see the shimmering waves all the way out to Wallace Island. And all the way across, you can see the glittering lights of Fairview. Are you doing a tracking error?
Tracking error, which distracts you partially from the family of raccoons on the roof.
Oh wow, Rader, this is beautiful. What?
Are you okay? Just sort of.
There are raccoons up here.
Do they look friendly?
There are 3 of them. They are chittering, and they are fighting over a bun from a Roy Rogers roast beef sandwich.
I'm unsure if raccoons can be friendly. I feel like we could probably scare them away, though, right?
I feel like. I don't know. Now I guess I kind of reached the
At this
top.
point, you're both standing on the roof, and you can see on the far corner of the roof they're all scrabbling at each other and tearing pieces of bread.
How big is the roof?
Maybe about half the size of a Rite Aid.
So it's like pretty big.
Yeah.
So if we sat in the other corner, that'd be like away from them.
Give me a passive check and mate.
Oh, so bad. 7.
7. You'll be safe for a while. They must have gotten up here somehow. Probably that ladder.
Oh, it's so pretty up here.
I think I have an idea. And I pull like one of the little packages of chips.
All right.
Out of my jacket, and I kind of just toss it over to.
Just the entire package?
Yeah, I just throw it.
Not even opening it? All right. It skids near one of them, who looks at it, sniffs it a bit, and then goes back to the others, stops, turns around and looks at you, and makes a weird chattering noise.
No. That might have been a bad
The
idea.
other 2 scatter, but this one's still up there. He's the smallest, and he's holding his ground.
Oh, I know. Do I have any kind of... Okay, I'm gonna search my backpack to see if my brother has put any gross stuff in there, because I'm assuming he probably has.
Okay.
He's...
I would say this is another passive hereditary brain.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah,
Yeah, it's
try to
okay.
keep doing this.
Well, that's why we get you that one. 7.
7. You find a jar of mustard that, from the outside looking in, clearly has at least one handful of Legos in it.
But there's also mustard in there?
There's definitely mustard in there.
Okay. I feel like if I rolled the Lego mustard at him, it might get him to go off the roof, but it also might get him to attack us. I don't know if I want to be attacked by a raccoon.
The bigger raccoon has now come back and is trying to grab the smaller one by the tail.
Should we just wait it out?
Yeah, just give them. I think they're probably more scared of us than we are.
The bigger one grabs the little one by the nape of the neck and disappears over the edge of the...
I go and kind of slowly go to grab the potato chips. Kind of look over the edge a little bit.
All right. 4 razor-sharp claws take your fit. No. You look over.
Razor.
You don't see any raccoons. But you do see a car down there. There is a black Lincoln Continental pulling into the driveway of the environmental center. There's the unused park ranger Jeeps in the corner. They're the only 2 cars that are here before. But now this Continental just showed up.
I kind of get down kind of flat against the roof on my stomach and kind of just
What are you doing?
and I kind of just wave to you.
Hi, what?
Sort of
Hi, hello.
Are you like this?
So.
Oh, get down?
Yeah, so.
I crouch down, but I'm not getting down on my stomach. I don't remember what I said I was wearing, but I'm assuming I don't want to get it dirty.
You're wearing your usual Maddie fare.
Adorable little Punky Brewster-esque outfits.
You motion for Maddie to get down, and as you're watching, the door to the Continental opens. You see a man in a black suit and tie get out, and motion like the coast is clear. Then a woman is pushed out of and lands bodily on the gravel in the parking lot. She has a black bag tied around her head, and her arms are handcuffed behind her back. The man in the suit lifts her up. Another couple of guys are getting out, all wearing identical suits, ties, sunglasses at night.
So they can.
So they can. Keep track of the visions in there. Drain.
Thank you.
I wasn't sure if you were going to do it or not.
I thought that we were just ending with so they can.
Yeah.
It was like I
It
was
works
waiting.
either way. Are you guys doing anything? At this point, you at least hear it. It sounded like a car rolling.
I kind of like do one of these
Muffled speaking.
slow motions.
She uncomfortably gets down on her stomach and what is that called?
Like the little belly crawl.
Oh yeah, that military crawl.
Yeah.
Military crawl. I've seen a movie or two in my time. She accidentally watched. Wait, would Apocalypse Now have been out by then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She accidentally watched Apocalypse Now once, so she knows how
Yeah, you know how to do the Vietnam crawl thing.
the Vietnam crawl.
There is a term for that. I can't remember what.
Drachner.
All right.
Your clothes, because you're on top of a roof that was not meant to have people laying on, are just being scraped up, and you have no knowledge of it.
She's probably wearing overalls and shit too.
The overalls are scraped.
Mark clothes scraped.
It's-
Oh my god!
Just right clothes over scraped.
Yeah, that's it.
Scraped.
Kind of just point down.
You see, one of them is dragging one of the. There's 2 or 3 little motorboat skiff things that they use for measuring salinity in the water and that kind of thing. And they're dragging one of them over, and they put the woman in the back of it. And after a little bit more discussion that you can't hear, start heading out towards the island.
Did the woman look dead?
No, she's alive. She just has a black bag over her head and she's handcuffed.
No.
What do you think that was about?
Somebody's getting murdered?
Give me a perception check, Rader.
16.
16? That sweatshirt looks familiar. The red sweatshirt from before. That lady is wearing a sweatshirt that you've definitely seen before.
Oh.
I finished the power slip.
Well, maybe, but no, that's not what it was.
I know.
I think I know who that is.
The guy with the gun?
No, not the sweatshirt.
Oh, the lady. She's gonna get killed. I think they're gonna murder her. I think she's gonna get killed out on Wallace Island.
Think they're gonna kill her?
I mean, why else would they have her bound and gagged and they bring her out to
Maybe.
Wallace Island?
Maybe just to disorient her. I don't know. I don't want to.
I feel like that's the only reason that would be happening.
They had a gun, right? They had a gun?
Well, you didn't see any guns.
I'm going to assume they have guns.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
And I think they probably have guns. They look like the kind of guys that carry guns, and they're in a black Lincoln. They're definitely gonna do a murder.
Both of you give me a perception check.
They will do murders.
They're gonna do a murder.
17.
12.
7?
17.
17? 12? You see that there is somebody still in the back of the Lincoln Continental.
And everybody else left, right?
Yeah. Well, there were 2 of them. The second one still has somebody in it.
Okay. I think I see somebody in there.
Well, what do we do? I mean, we can't go back and... Because what if they come back and then they'll kill us? People like that don't care that we're kids.
I mean, if this...
a lot of movies.
If this person's in trouble, we probably should do something, right?
I mean, probably.
I mean,
wait, we should go get... Dr. Newton. We should go get Dr. Newton. He's in the facility, right? He could do something. He's an adult. We're just kids.
I don't know. I feel like if we wait, that might be more trouble.
I'm really scared.
I'm gonna go.
For what it's worth, the ladder is on the opposite side of the building from where the cars are. It's on the other side. It faces the forest, not the parking lot.
I get up and kind of just like move towards the ladder. Maddie, you could stay up here if you want.
No.
But I'm gonna go check.
I don't think you should go by yourself.
Then come on. And I start going down the ladder.
Okay.
There is a side door and a front door to the environmental center.
I think we're going to check the Lincoln Continental. So we gotta go around the building.
So you're going around to the front?
We should go through the building.
We should go through the building and then we can get Dr. Newton anyway.
It's not a bad idea.
And it'll be a lot faster than going around.
It'll seem like we were in there and then just sort of happened upon whatever's happening.
Yeah.
I'll just open the back door.
Okay. So you're going the side door into the... it's locked.
Okay. There are two doors, right?
Yeah.
I'll try the other one.
Well, the front door, you're going to go through the parking lot. And if you do that, you're going to want to sneak or... if you just walk up to it, whoever's in that Lincoln Continental will definitely see you.
I'm not really a criminal, but I feel like Maddie's pretty smart. Maybe she knows how to pick a lock.
You going to try and pick the lock in the back?
Yeah, why not?
All right. What are you using for that?
If Maddie has established anything in this episode, it's that she's watched a lot of movies.
I watched a lot of movies. I watch a lot of movies because that's the only way to get Otis to shut up.
Yeah.
And I've read a lot of books.
You have read a lot of books.
I read a book about lockpicking.
I'm checking mate.
Check and mate.
Yeah.
All right.
10.
All right. You are picking the lock, and it just pops open. Like the door just opens up.
Oh, is there someone on the other side?
There is a older guy, white hair. Looks like he hasn't seen a comb in at least a decade. Wearing a lab coat that's a little bit stained.
Is it Dr. Newton?
It's Dr. Newton. The hell are you doing?
Oh.
Hi, Dr. Newton. We're actually trying to find you.
Good job. He opens the door for you to come in and makes his way back into the environmental center. There's a lot of little displays of this plastic was all recovered from the Wallace Island region, and it's got cups and plastic bottles and things. And then over here is a little fish tank with a turtle in it, and there's a couple other things. And then he starts making his way back towards the room in the back where they do whatever science they do back there. It's not very big.
Environment science.
Probably environmental science.
Environment science. Dr. Newton? There's some, creepy guys out front?
Creepy guys out front. He was going back into the other room and stops, straightens up as though he just realized something, and his shoulders slump with, that sort of tired dad slump. This shit again. And instead of going back into the lab, turns and starts heading towards the front doors.
We're following.
Yeah,
As he's going to the front doors, he stops and turns around. Wait right here, okay?
They have somebody with a blindfold and handcuffs.
Jesus. Okay, you kids, wait right here. Also, what are you doing here? It's 7 p.m. Oh. No. Not here. You keep your weed and you're making out to your proper homes.
What? We were just checking out the lake.
Sure you were. We're going to deal with that after I deal with this. And he storms out through the front door. As soon as he is out through the front door, you can see the door to the Continental snaps open, and the woman that you saw earlier, Agent Cutler, just he's immediately behind the door in that like perfect cop, like gun over the door, like ready to shoot somebody, and has the gun out at Newton, who is still walking out there like an angry dad. And sees that she's pointed a gun at him and is yelling something at her that you can't hear through the door. Like, what the hell do you think you're doing? This is an environmental center. You're pulling out a gun.
Your reads.
Maddie, I think it was a bad idea to come here today. I'm so sorry. I don't know what the heck is going on.
Well, I mean, it was really pretty up on the roof for like the 5 seconds before the men in black came.
Yeah, it was.
It was nice. Other than the really terrifying people in the Lincoln.
What do you think they're talking about?
Oh,
You hear a horrible, weird chittering noise from the lab in the back.
oh my gosh, it's the raccoons. Are they experimenting on raccoons? Do you think that's why the one grabbed the others?
Maybe.
Let's go take a look.
Yeah, I think we should check.
Yeah.
I don't. Is that what raccoons sound? I don't remember.
I don't think. Not usually. Otis has had a couple raccoons that he's put up in his treehouse, and they don't generally sound like that.
I'm kind of just like walking with my hands like in front of me, just like.
What are you doing?
I don't know. That's sound is making me uncomfortable.
Maddie's just gonna grab your hand and like drag you towards the thing. Just an excuse to hold your hand. No. Leave it. Dr. Newton thinks that we are here to smoke weed.
All right. You're heading back into the lab?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
The door is marked no admittance. And you open the door. There is a lab back there. You can see there's like on the far corner of the lab, there's like a bunk bed and like a desk and a few personal items. On the wall is one of those clocks that looks like a cat where the eyes go back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty much the only concession to anything non-scientific in here. Everything else looks like very, very bizarre, very, very high-end scientific equipment. There are a few like weird metal cages on the floor. But most of what you're looking at seems to be larger tube-shaped canisters of what looks like clear water. There's a lot of blue neon light that's giving the entire white room a very cold, antiseptic feel. And you again hear that strange chittering.
You know where that's coming from?
In there, right? Should we just go? No, we should go in.
I'm already walking.
Oh. Wait, we shouldn't go in, at least not without goggles or something. I mean, if they're
Goggles.
doing science in here, it's not like if they're doing experiments on raccoons, there's probably dangerous chemicals in here.
Well, yeah.
And that you need goggles.
No.
Rader, what if chemicals get in your eyes?
I deal with chemicals all the time. It's fine.
What chemicals are you dealing with all the time?
Both of you roll a perception check.
He's done chemicals. It's fine.
He's done
Yeah,
chemicals
all the time.
all the time.
Middle schoolers and their substances.
13.
22.
13, 22.
Hold on.
You don't get it so much. You just assume it's like, it's been a long day. There is a strong, powerful stink coming from that lab.
Can I tell what it is?
Your immediate thought is pile of old gym socks. Really smells like bad laundry.
Why would anyone put laundry in a lab?
But it's too strong. It's like very tangible. It's like you're shoving your nose in like the boys' locker room right after a particularly strenuous day.
Huh.
It's much louder this time.
I'm concerned.
A corn cob falls on your head.
There we go.
There is some kind of small creature standing above you. It's holding what looks like a small soccer ball. It's just covered in spiky hairs and has bright white eyes.
Oh no. We should not be in here.
It drops the soccer ball on your head. And makes this weird rattling noise as it hops down onto one of the desks.
We need to get out of here.
Whoa, what is that?
I don't know, but I definitely think if Dr. Newton finds us in here with this, it's going to be a really bad
What
time.
is
We need
that?
to get out. Rader.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah.
Did you call
Does it look like... I don't know.
Passive hereditary brain.
I don't even know.
Both of you are panicking.
You
at
don't
the
want
sight
to
of it.
use the word that you're thinking of using, do you?
What did you want to say?
Does it look like a small animal that might fuck with electronic devices?
Oh, like a gremlin.
You said it!
No, it's not at all what we're thinking it might be.
Let's cut that.
They're called Mowgli.
What'd you get?
Why?
That's worse. It's really...
What'd you get for your
6.
6? You've never seen anything like this before. You have no idea what the hell this thing is.
Okay.
It is circling on the desk
Radar.
and then
Radar.
picks up a piece of an apple and starts munching it.
It's really cute, but
It
also
has
terrifying.
huge red buck teeth. Like blood red.
Oh no.
No, I see those.
We need to go. We need to go before Dr. Newton.
Has it noticed us, like, for real?
Yeah, it's
just not...
It's doing something. It like keeps shaking its spikes at you.
Oh.
I shake back.
You hear from behind you, Henrietta! Dr. Newton is standing in the door. Get down off my desk. It hops down. We have visitors, even though we didn't invite them, did we?
We thought there were raccoons in your lab.
Nope, not raccoons. He goes over and
then what?
sort of shoves her out of the way with his foot. She's a porcupine.
A pork?
A porcupine?
Yeah.
She is holding things with 2 feet.
Yeah, porcupines can do that.
I don't think they can. I'm pretty sure that they can't. They're not bipedal.
She's not a biped. She's like a squirrel. Like she can pick stuff up.
But porcupines aren't like squirrels.
They're rodents, trust me. I've had a pet porcupine for a long time now.
Well, it's making weird noises.
Yeah, they do that a lot. Usually when you're trying to sleep. Also, they smell like death.
She's very suspicious, but she doesn't know enough to say otherwise.
He goes over to his desk, puts on his glasses, and immediately just starts going through his papers. So, why are you here? You know we're closed, right?
Well, we wanted to check out the lake.
We're closed. You should go home.
Oh, okay.
Dr. Newton, we were kind of on a date.
Bum, 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 bum.
Just straight up.
That's one of those, like, camera push-ins to his mouth as he says it, like, and it's, like, slowed down. Dang.
Newton sits back in his chair, takes off his glasses, and puts them on his desk. Kid,
It was really.
have you heard
sunset.
of movies? Why don't you take her to the movies? Why would you take her to a forest in October when we're closed?
I guess I didn't think about it.
They make all kinds of movies now. Movies about sharks, movies about boxers, movies about whatever the hell a Star Wars is. Go see one of them.
I've seen that one.
Yeah, I'm not here to talk to you about movies. You should go home. You really shouldn't be here.
Well, you also told me that if I wanted to talk to you, I could just come here.
You did say that. I was.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk.
Well, I didn't really
Put me on the spot.
Have anything. What were those guys outside? She gestures at him like there you go. There's a thing for us to talk about.
Yeah. What the heck was that about?
That was terrifying.
That's the department. The less you know, the better.
Well, they were at our school.
The
weren't
less you know, the better. The less you know about the department, the happier, and I stress this word, longer your life will be. So I don't want to be responsible for telling a fifth grader about the department.
We're not fifth graders.
But you did just
Thank you.
tell.
We're
You've learned some math.
You
We're-
didn't just tell us about the department. You just told a bunch of fifth. Wait, I mean, you told
we
The
at?
point
We're
is,
seeing
you
something,
shouldn't
right?
have seen it.
Yeah, we're like
whatever
eighth
you
grade
saw, forget. Okay? You'll be happier. They shouldn't be here. It violates some rules. They're not coming back.
Did they kill that lady?
I think I know her.
Oh, Jesus. All right. I guess we're doing this now. All right? He goes over, takes off his dirty lab coat, puts on a cleaner one. Not clean, just cleaner. Come on, Henrietta. And makes his way to, what is that? The big shiny badge on the front. Lewis Newton, Parks Department. What lady? Give me everything. Because apparently this has already started.
There was a lady.
Okay.
She was wearing
Red.
red.
It's red.
Lady in red.
Sweater kind of thing. Yeah. They had a bag over her head.
As much as we
They
can do.
got her on one of those little boat things and
Took her out to Wallace Island.
took her away.
He's
think I know
looking increasingly angry, as if like, give me a perception check, both of you. What'd you got? 20?
13.
You've seen this before. This is the look of somebody who had made some sort of agreement that has clearly just been broken. That's the kind of anger you see. Whatever happened with this woman is not something that he allows to happen here. And you're getting more and more of a sense that this is his and no one else gets to come near it.
We didn't mean to barge in on you today. I just want to.
You think you're the first kids to come over here to get laid?
That's not.
Completely red. Already was red. Three shades redder.
You made it sound so great, which is why I want to take Maddie here.
And late.
Getting laid?
It's pretty great, kid. That's not wrong. The point is, you came here at the wrong time and to the wrong place. So you said there was a lady that was in red. What else? What happened with? Were they listed?
She was handcuffed. There was these guys in a bunch of suits that took her to the island.
Took her to the island.
And she had a bag over her head.
Okay. He goes over behind one of the desks, pulls out a walkie-talkie. Newton for Wagner. Newton for Wagner. This is Ranger Rick. Professor Newton? Yeah, I need you to head out to the island. Apparently they're back. All right. Yeah, thanks. He puts it down. Okay, I got a guy who's going to handle this.
Okay.
You want me to drive you kids home?
I
Elsewhere in the forest.
We have our bikes. I mean,
I think we'll be okay.
You really shouldn't be here while the department is here.
I
do you
didn't.
think it would be safer if you drove us?
Yeah, now I don't know.
Yeah, I think that might be a pretty good idea.
Can you handle 2 bikes?
I'll just take one of the Jeeps.
Okay. I have a question that's semi-related. Are you looking to hire any interns?
He's getting the keys and he turns it. What?
I want to be a scientist.
Intern A.
Okay. She just thinks into herself.
You want to be a scientist?
Yeah. My dad's a scientist and I really like science.
Who's your dad?
Eugene Ramos.
Dr. Ramos. Oh, yeah, you tell him Lewis says hi. You know what? Come here after school on Monday. We'll talk. Okay?
Okay.
He's got his keys. He's making his way over to the door. You are making your way across the parking lot. At this point, the sky is almost a dull reddish brown, fading into black. So, write this down. If you're coming on Monday, I need you to bring a pencil,
Okay.
a compass,
Okay.
notebook, some loose leaf pages, bottle of root beer,
Okay.
not diet,
Any particular brand?
A&W.
Good man.
Okay. I also don't have anywhere to write this down.
Well, then you just have to commit it to memory. Bang! There's a loud gunshot followed by birds flying off of all of the treetops on Wallace Island.
Dr. Newton.
He stops and looks back at you as if he's trying to come up with something to say.
They just killed that lady, didn't they?
No. Why would they do such a thing? That would be wrong. Why don't you kids get in the Jeep?
Okay.
He starts raining immediately. His demeanor, for the first time, goes to genuinely worried.
Okay. I put my bike in the back of the Jeep and get in the back seat.
It's just like one of those open Jeep Wrangler things. So he turns the Jeep and starts heading up out of the parking lot. And the sky goes from just that dull orange to black and overcast very quickly. Rain is pouring down.
Maddie just grabs Rader's hand.
I'm kind of Rader's kind of in shock.
Just the same.
Dr. Newton, I don't think.
He's driving really fast. Really fast.
Drop us off at my house.
Sure, kid, where do you live? There's a thunderclap and lightning. Give me a perception check.
286 Tippett Avenue.
16.
16?
Yeah.
When the thunderclap goes off, There's a flash of lightning, and there wasn't somebody at the end of the road. Like just either side of the road is forest. It's a gravel road out to the environmental center. It's about a quarter of a mile. At the end of the road, suddenly there's a man in a white suit just standing in the middle of the road in the rain.
Dr. Newton, slow down. Slow down, slow down.
He's looking at Tippett Avenue. He freezes, jams on the brakes. The entire Jeep skids.
Grabbing your hand as tight as human, like super tight right now. I was like super scared.
The Jeep finally skids to a stop. And there's nothing. There's nobody at the end of it.
What? Did I see that person?
What
What happened?
did he go?
Where did who go?
There was somebody standing.
He's trying to turn the key in the ignition and it's not starting.
Oh no.
Where did he was standing right, and I just opened the car door and walk out.
Rader.
Wait, what are you doing? It's raining out there.
There was someone here. There was someone right here. And like looking under the car.
Here, he hands you a flashlight. Make yourself useful. He pops the hood. Give me a perception check.
9.
You see the hood go up, and the light sort of as Dr. Newton is looking in the engine, and Rader's trying to hold the light, and then 4 inches from your face, just on the other side of the glass, is a smiling man.
Just screams.
Yeah, that's the correct reaction.
Just screams and like scrambles. Like I don't know. Is he's like in the front?
He's just like he's just there in the passenger side window.
Oh,
just right next to you, standing next to the car.
She just screams and scrambles to the other side of the car.
When she screams, the doc jerks his head up and bangs his head on the hood of on the inside of the hood of the Jeep and slumps down.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Dr. Newton.
It's a guy.
What?
The hood slams down onto the top of the Jeep.
This Dr. Newton's not in it.
No, he fell forward, and then it just slams closed, and now you see the guy standing next to the Jeep in his white suit and his ear-to-ear grin.
The guy! The fucking thin man! I didn't say fucking.
Who you think I am?
Who are you?
The thin man, right?
No, I have a different name. You're Rader, Hanson, and Madeleine Ramos.
How do you... Do I know you? Do I know you from somewhere?
I know you from somewhere.
What do you know?
Everything.
Well...
Can you help me with him? I think he's hurt.
He's not gonna help you. Look at him.
He'll be fine. He's walking towards you, very slowly. The rain is bouncing off of his suit and off of his hair as if his entire body is hydrophobic.
Does he look like the guy on the cover of the book? Because I saw the covers of the. There was like a book that had a smiling man on the cover, wasn't there?
Yes, not like that. Like that thing looked like a monster. This looks like a guy, but he just lives in the heart of the uncanny valley.
Oh, okay.
You're looking at him. Everything is in the right place, but the smile is just too wide. The eyes are just a little too far apart. There's just something about him that instantly conveys this is not a human being.
Okay.
In the most absolutely unsettling way that it possibly could. His disguise, to all intents and purposes, is perfect, but there's just something in your heart that tells you, this is not like me. This is not the same species as I am. Whatever this thing is, it's not human.
Rader, get in the car.
Maddie. I'm just kind of like shaking my head.
The doctor will be fine. He keeps trying to figure me out. He can't figure me out.
What does that mean? What does that figure you out?
I live here.
In the woods?
I've always lived here.
I mean, me too.
Yes. So many times.
So many times.
You will see such beautiful things.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Cold.
Cold.
I need you to do something for me.
What?
Tell me what you saw.
What I saw? What I saw when?
Today. The other today. The one I saved you from.
What's he talking about? At the lake?
The other today. What do you mean, the other today? Today's today.
He told you, didn't he? Before the addict came.
Before the what came?
The addict.
What addict?
Her.
What are you...
Her. The one in the red.
Was that...
I remember now.
Wait, his dream? Your dream?
She's the one... Her. She's the one that gave me the tape.
Did you come from the tapes?
Yes.
What?
I come from the tapes. The tapes come from me. It goes back very far.
Can't go back that far. Tapes haven't been around that long.
No way they have.
Tapes? You come from the tapes.
What's a tape?
You're...
It's information. Everything is information. You know that, Maddie.
Are you... the visitor that everybody's been seeing?
Oh, no. My job is to prevent visitors. My job is to stop visitors. If there is a visitor coming, I need to know when and I need to know where. So I can be there. So I can handle it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's already been a couple. Like,
I think you're late.
I'm never late.
there was a thin man with gristle and creepy wire fingers.
He was at my house.
He slams his hands against the glass of the Jeep.
She screams again. She's now in the front seat in
The thin man is here. Where?
I don't know. We're not trying to find him.
He was at my house.
He's at your house.
He was.
800 Savini Way. Thank you.
He's not there anymore.
And he turns and starts walking down the road.
Guy is not right.
There's another thunderclap.
That boy.
No, that's not right.
And you see that Dr. Newton starts moving around.
Oh, my head.
Dr. Newton.
Did the hood land on me?
You hit your head real hard.
Oh, God. Oh, I'm going to need some aspirin. Okay, where are we going?
Maddie.
286 Tippett Avenue.
286 Tippett Avenue. Then I might go to the hospital.
Yeah, I would.
Actually, can you take me home?
Headache.
Oh God, no! Dr. Newton has a concussion.
Why?
I think
If that guy goes there, you don't want to be there.
my dad is. I don't.
are you talking about? He gets back in the car. Starts up. Yeah, of course.
800 Savini way, if you can.
You didn't see anything strange in the woods, did you? You're doing a lot of talking without making any noise. I need an answer on this. Did you see anything strange in the woods after I got hit?
Yes.
What?
He said his name was Cole.
Son of a... I was right here!
What do you mean? Who? What is it? He said he comes from the tapes. What is this?
He said you're trying to figure him out?
Yeah, he's a hallucination. He's an electromagnetic resonance. That only seems to happen in this region. It's why I've set up a lab here.
Well, he didn't seem like a resonance. He seemed like a guy.
Yeah, of course. Hallucinations do that.
Well, why would we both hallucinate the same thing?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's my whole job.
How long have you been doing this?
Let's see. It's 83, right?
Yeah.
30 years.
Have you seen him?
Yeah, I've seen him.
What did he tell you?
Depends on when it was. He talks to people sometimes. It's hard to remember what he said to you. He's still driving through the water. In the lightning and the rain. People have different memories. It's like Bigfoot or UFOs. A lot of people don't believe it happens. Look, I'm not the type of guy who puts a lot of stock in Bigfoot or UFOs, but I do understand that the human nervous system requires an electromagnetic system to operate, and I think that might be what's happening. I think it's something that affects the brain in this area, usually during thunderstorms. I think there's a perfectly reasonable scientific explanation for him, but I'm still trying to figure out exactly what it is. What did he say to you?
Well, he seemed to know. I mean, he seemed to know exactly who I was and where I lived. But if what you're saying is true, then he's just.
Well, of course, he knows everything about you. If he's in your own head.
It's just I don't know where would I have. He was strange. Look, I don't.
Well, if
I've never had a dream like this before. I feel. I don't know. This felt different.
Lots of people have dreams about the same thing. They have dreams about your standard nightmare about going to class without any clothes on. There's a test the next day that you haven't studied for. Your teeth falling out. Recurring themes happen. Nondescript, but threatening man in white smiling at you in the woods. It's pretty scary. And if your brain is trying to scare itself, or if it's trying to come up with a rational explanation for some other anomaly that it perceives as a threat, that's the shape it might take. There is a reasonable scientific explanation for this.
You say so, Dr. Newton.
do you want to?
All right, here we are. Tippet Ave.
Do you want to?
I just open the door and go take off our bikes.
I can have my dad drive you home. Or you could stay over if you wanted. I'm going to invite
Donna and Eisley, but
I just want to go check. I just want to make sure.
I understand.
I just bike away.
I'll see you on Monday, Dr. Newton.
See you Monday, kid. Forget about the rest of the stuff. Just bring the root beer. I've got the rest back at the lab.